Hello there. I thought I'd do something a little bit different. I was at my local landfill the other day, yesterday, and I was hauling some stuff off from the house, stuff like that. Anyway, as I was leaving, I saw this just sitting off by itself, and at first I thought maybe it's the landfill guy's tool kit. You know, maybe he was working on something, because there's a little outbuilding right there where you dump the metal, and the guy was there. So I almost didn't do anything, and then I thought, well, wait a minute, and I walked up to the little door and packed on it. I said, what is that sitting over there? He said, I don't know. I said, well, can I have it? And he said, sure, take it. So this is a very old, well, I don't know how old it is, but it's pretty old, I think. Whoever had it used it, and used it well. But it's a Craftsman toolbox. It's a guy named Mike owned it. But it's a home tool storage. So at first I thought this was meant for automotive, because it locks up like a lot of the automotive ones do. At first I thought that's what it was, but either way, I mean, it's in good shape. Somebody left a bullet in there. A casing. I mean, all of the drawers function just fine, except this one. I don't know what's up with that. It looks like it's broken off its railings, and there are no slides for it. But I don't really have a problem with that. I will be more than happy to just leave that drawer like it is. It's got some damage. This is bent here. You got a little bent spot there. This whole drawer face looks like it might be bent a little. But it didn't cost me a dime. And I can put a lot of tools in this box. So I was thinking about restoring it, trying to restore it. The problem with it is I really don't want to try to fool with these rails. They're actually bent up and damaged in there. I don't see, yeah, see, this is, it would require a set of rails. I'm not even sure how they go in. That's one. But the most important part of it is it's winter time, and I can't paint. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take one of the best degreasers I've ever seen, and I'm going to clean this up. It's got some rust and stuff on it, but it's pretty solid, pretty much. So we're just going to clean it up. And I'll show it to you when we get done. You don't want to see me do all this, do you? Probably not. But I mean, it's just, there's nothing wrong with it except that it's been used well. So I don't see any sense in tossing that out when I know that I can use this. if you look at this side, and then you look over here, we've got damage all in there. So I'm not sure, number one, where to get the rails to go on the drawer and on this, or the slides, or whatever the heck you call them. Or whether I can get that bent back where it will work. So what I'm probably going to do is put a strip of wood on this side and the other side that comes to the same height as this lip here, so that when the drawer slides in it, I'll bring it out to about right here. Bring it out, you know, an inch or so past this wall. And that way when the drawer slides in, it'll have something to lay on so that it'll sit in there level and I can just pull it in and out. I think that's probably the best that I can do, considering the damage that was done, and the fact that this is like low budget. All my stuff is low budget. So here it is after I've cleaned it up. It looks alright. Looks better than it did. It had grease and all kind of stuff all over it. I did my best to straighten things out. It locks with these, and what I would do is just pull them up. There's little slots right there. I don't know if they were made for that. That's where I would store them so I didn't lose them. So, and I didn't get it. I got it as clean as I could. But I'll probably put liners in it. There's the model number, if anyone's interested in what it is. But I mean, it didn't come perfect, and it's got like, that's actually rust. There's a lot of stuff like all of this. This is not rust. It's grease that's so caked on that I can't get it off. And I tried over here to scrape it off, and what it's doing is it's pulling the finish off here. So I would rather have that stuck on top of the finish than to do that and end up that spot will rust. I will have to hit that with some kind of paint just to keep it from rusting. So, but yeah, I think it'll work. Like I said, I'll put the either put the boards down here like I said, or actually when I removed that, I thought it was two. When I removed these drawers, I thought that there was a rail that went here, and then one you had to buy for the drawer, but it's not. They're all the same roller. One part of it slides in here and the other part of it slides to the door, and if I'd have been thinking, I'd have realized that. So I might be able to fix this, and if I can find the proper rails for this, I wouldn't even begin to know how to look. But if I can, I may go ahead and put them back in, because there's nothing wrong if I can with where the rails go on the drawer. So I don't see any reason why I can't repair that if it doesn't cost too much. But I think that this is going to be it. I don't think that I'm going to try to do anything else with this box. The more that I work on it, the more I understand that, first of all, I'll never get that straight. That's just not going to happen. There's just little bits and things that are wrong with this box, like that I'm not going to get out to do a full-on restoration on it. This box is perfectly serviceable the exact way that it sits right now. It's clean and ready to be used for tools, and it should serve me a long time. So I may just run it just like it is, or at some point in time in the springtime I may just take it apart and put a new coat of finish over top of it. I know it won't be the powder coat or whatever it was that was used on this box, but it's going to offer a little bit more protection from rust and stuff, make the box last longer. And yeah, the box was free and it's been beat up and used and abused, but there's nothing wrong with this box. It's perfectly serviceable, and it has the history of someone, whoever used this box had it for a long time, and they used the living snot out of it. I don't know if it says Craftsman home tool storage, but the guy that used this was an automotive mechanic of some kind. Whether he was a weekend warrior that just liked to work on his own vehicles, or whether he worked for a shop, I don't know. But whoever used this box and owned this box before me was a mechanic, and he used and worked this box quite a bit, and it's still standing. That's testament to the older Craftsman boxes, and I like the history of it, and the fact that there was someone before me that had it, that loved tools and loved working with tools, and might even have made it a profession. And so I'm pretty much going to leave it alone. Like I said, I may put a finish on it at some later time just to keep it from rusting, but if I do, I will probably just put a rat rod it. In other words, not sand down any of this or anything like that. Maybe I saw a guy on YouTube that used a product called Rust Fix. There's a couple of different kinds, and all it is it turns the rust into a black sandable primer. Basically, it creates a chemical reaction with rust so that it stops rusting. And so what I may do is do what he did and take this box apart and spray it all with that rust fix so that it doesn't rust anymore, and then just put 3 or 4 clear coats over top of it to keep it from to protect it, and just leave it looking like this, old and used and all of that. So I mean, all right, thanks for coming along. Later.